For a change, today is a real action-packed day. Hello, Magnus speaking. Hi, Rachel. The first thing I've got to do is drop my Audi off at the auto electrician. So, of course, at the new workshop, took the pallet truck over because we might need that because we're possibly emptying the garnet tank. This is the tank that stores all the sand, the garnet that we use for water jet cutting. We've been doing a lot of water jet cutting recently with the water jet cutter, and this is getting kind of full. It's just, you can only see water just now, but I think there's at least half a ton, maybe 3/4, maybe even a ton potentially of garnet in there, and we need to get that out, and we might be doing that today. While we're doing that, I am doing this. That is a very rough sketch for like a crude spinner prototype. Thought I would sort of cut something here today. Put a load of yo-yo bearings aside to take over with me, forgot to take them. Genius. And so what I'm going to do is just cut a few prototypes, and when I get back tonight, because it's an hour's drive away, something like that, one of them will fit, or I can file or sand or grind it down to sort of make it fit. If not, I'll have to come over tomorrow or Sunday, Monday, whatever. Right, just spent about 10 minutes on the computer doing a quick design. Here it is here. I'm going to cut that out of 4mm titanium, so that's that sheet here. I'm crossing my fingers on this one because, like I said, I don't have a bearing here, any bearings. I laid aside like a dozen of them. So I'm going to hope it goes well. I'm purposely going to cut the hole in the middle where the bearing will get pressed into. I'll be cutting that smaller than it should be so that I can grind it out. Because if I cut it and it's too big, of course, there's nothing I can do. Kind of, I might be able to use super glue. But if I make it smaller, I've got Dremel, drills, things like that, that I can make it bigger and make it fit. So edging on the side of making it smaller. I think that's pretty much it. My father's away seeing if we can get access to a forklift to take this out. I'm not sure if we will do that, but we'll see how. Whoa, well, the water's gone. You can get a good view of it now. Look at this. As you can see, it's pretty much just sand. Very dirty sand, but sand. So hopefully we get a forklift and we can just take that out nice and quick and easy, and then we can get going cutting this. I don't think I will make any other variations. I think that is enough to test this concept, and yep. That's like a giant slug trail. Now, this here, I would like to make a very big deal about this, and here's why. If you've been watching my videos for quite some time, you will know that we used to empty the water jet cutter by hand. Spades in there, Wellington boots, or gum boots as they call them here in New Zealand, scooping it out, wheelbarrow, dumping it outside. But this is us, for the first time, fully tested the system where we have this pipe here sucking up the garnet, and it goes through, I won't go into detail, but it basically goes through, it circulates through using this pumping system here. We have this pump here, which is actually a jacuzzi pump, which is like, you know, will it work, will it not? You know, we anticipated wrecking the pump because instead of nice, clean, filtered water going through, we have horrible, gritty, sandy water. Like, it's, yeah, we expect to keep having to replace these, but it's working well so far. So this is the first run we've done where we filled up an empty bag full of garnet using the pumping system only. When we're cutting, we switch it on, it's recirculating, it's pumping. This pipe here is like a balancing thing, yeah, hard to explain. And so lifting this bag out with a forklift was like the final test we had to do for this system, and it worked. We put it outside because, you know, of course it's dripping with water, so we're just going to let the water drip off, and then we've just got to dump it, and that's it. So massive time saver. You know, the garnet comes out automatically. There's nothing, you know, like, I'm not sure if any other companies or people that have water jet cutters in the world do this. Maybe they do, maybe I'm behind the times, but maybe, just maybe, I'm a pioneer. Right, it's kind of loud in there. Come outside. Hopefully it's a little bit quieter. It's windier. Ooh, dark. Wait for the light to adjust. So I left my father cutting these because I had to go and talk to an insurance company for last hour or two, you know, sort of stuff that's got to be done. You kind of, you know, you want to be doing more exciting stuff, but you have to do the paperwork and the messy side of business. So my father cut a couple of these. Just initially, this is just to get the sizes, you know, we got to get the right sizes for the holes, you know, we got to adjust the offset of the cutting. Like, there's always, the width of the water jet cutter changes over time, and so you're always sort of making adjustments. So we cut a couple just to check sort of the diameter, the width of the cut, and now we're cutting the rest. I'm cutting more than one, I'm doing a few just in case. And yeah, that's it. I think the machine's just stopped right now. That's pretty much it, and I think we're just gonna head back, really. I've been back at the house a little while and fiddling with these spinner things. It is now the end of the day, and I am running out of time. So, you're gonna have to wait until tomorrow before I show you some of the spinner stuff, because I've not even looked at it myself, to be honest. Oh, that's bright. Okay, so with that, I will leave you with a quote. It's by Jim Rohn, and he said, "Motivation is what gets you started, habit is what keeps you going."